renouncing violence for all living beings, harming not even a one. You would not wish for offspring, so how a companion? Wander alone, like a swordhorn. For a sociable person, there are allurements. On the heels of allurement is pain. Seeing allurement's drawback, wander alone like a swordhorn. One whose mind is enmeshed in sympathy for friends and companions neglects the true goal. Seeing this danger in intimacy, wander alone like a swordhorn. Like spreading bamboo entwined, is concern for offspring and spouses. Like a bamboo sprout, unentangling, wander alone like a swordhorn. As a deer in the wilds, unfettered, goes for forage wherever it wants, the wise person, valuing freedom, wanders alone like a swordhorn. In the midst of companions, when staying at home, when going out wandering, you are prey to requests. Valuing the freedom, wander alone like a swordhorn. There is sporting and love in the midst of companions, an abundant fondness for offspring. Feeling disgust at the prospect of parting from who would be dear, wander alone like a swordhorn. Without resistance in all four directions, content with whatever you get, enduring troubles with no dismay, wander alone like a swordhorn. They are hard to please, some of those gone forth, as well as those living in the household life. Shedding concern for these offspring of others, wander alone like a swordhorn. Cutting off the householder's marks, like a covillara tree that has shed its leaves. The prudent one, cutting all household ties, wander alone like a swordhorn. If you gain a mature companion, a fellow traveler, right living and wise, overcoming all dangers, go with him, gratified, mindful. If you don't gain a mature companion, a fellow traveler, right living and wise, wander alone, like a king renouncing his kingdom, like the elephant in the Matanga wilds is heard. We praise companionship, yes. Those on a par or better should be chosen as friends. If they're not to be found, living faultlessly, wander alone like a swordhorn. Seeing radiant bracelets of gold, well made by a smith, clinking, clashing, two on an arm, wander alone like a swordhorn. In the same way, if I were to live with another, there would be careless talk or abusive. Seeing this future danger, wander alone like a swordhorn. Because sensual pleasures, elegant, honeyed, and charming, bewitch the mind with their manifold forms. Seeing this drawback in sensual strands, wander alone like a swordhorn. Calamity, tumor, misfortune, disease, an arrow, a danger for me. Seeing this danger in sensual strands, wander alone like a swordhorn. Cold and heat, hunger and thirst, wind and sun, horseflies and snakes, enduring all these, without exception, wander alone like a swordhorn. As a great white elephant with massive shoulders, renouncing his herd, lives in the wilds wherever he wants, wander alone like a swordhorn. There's no way that one delighting in company can touch even momentary release, heeding the solar kinsman's words, wander alone like a swordhorn. Transcending the contortion of views, the sure way attained, the path gained. Unled by others, I have knowledge arisen, wander alone like a swordhorn. With no greed, no deceit, no thirst, no hypocrisy, delusion and blemishes blown away. With no inclination for all the world, every world, wander alone like a swordhorn. Avoid the evil companion, disregarding the goal, intent on the out-of-tune way. Don't take as a friend someone heedless and hankering, wander alone like a swordhorn. Consort with one who is learned, who maintains the Dhamma, a great and quick-witted friend. Knowing the meanings, subdue your perplexity, then wander alone like a swordhorn. Free from longing, finding no pleasure in the world's sport, love, or sensual bliss, abstaining from adornment, speaking the truth, wander alone like a swordhorn. Abandoning offspring, spouse, father, mother, riches, grain, relatives, and sensual pleasures altogether, wander alone like a swordhorn. This is a bondage, a baited hook. There's little happiness here, next to no satisfaction, all the more suffering and pain. Knowing this, circumspect, wander alone like a swordhorn. Shattering fetters, like a fish in the water tearing a net, like a fire not coming back to what's burnt, wander alone like a swordhorn. Eyes downcast, not footloose, senses guarded, with protected mind, not oozing, not burning, with lust, wander alone like a swordhorn. Taking off the householder's marks, like a coral tree that has shed its leaves, going forth in the ochre robe, wander alone like a swordhorn. Showing no greed for flavors, not careless, going from house to house for alms, with mind enmeshed in this family or that, wander alone like a swordhorn. Abandoning barriers to awareness, expelling all defilements, all, non-dependent, cutting aversion, allurement, wander alone like a swordhorn. Turning your back on pleasure and pain, as earlier with sorrow and joy, attaining pure equanimity, tranquility, wander alone like a swordhorn. With persistence aroused for the highest goal's attainment, with mind unsmeared, not lazy in action, firm in effort, with steadfastness and strength arisen, wander alone like a swordhorn. Not neglecting seclusion, absorption, constantly living the Dhamma in line with the Dhamma, comprehending the danger in states of becoming, wander alone like a sword horn, intent on the ending of craving and heedful, learned, mindful, not muddled, certain, having reckoned the Dhamma and striving, wander alone like a sword horn, unstartled like a lion at sounds, unsnared like the wind in a net, unsmeared like a lotus in water, wander alone like a sword horn, like a lion, forceful, strong in fang, living as a conqueror, the king of beasts, resort to a solitary dwelling, wander alone like a sword horn, at the right time consorting with the release through goodwill, compassion, appreciation, equanimity, unobstructed by all the world, any world, wander alone like a sword horn, having let go of passion, aversion, delusion, having shattered the fetters, undisturbed at the ending of life, wander alone like a sword horn. People follow and associate for a motive. Friends without a motive these days are rare. They're shrewd for their own ends and impure. Wander alone like a sword horn.